Hello guys, I'm Pel here, and we are coming at you live with two new builds. This first build actually, no, I'm going to do two videos for this. One new build in this video. It's going to be nice and short and sweet. In this build, this will be called Stack Fl4k. We'll be using the Stackbot clone because this affects it the most and is the best to use. So starting off in the blue tree, which is easiest, 3 points right there. Action skill duration, just need that maxed out. Alright, moving on to this tree. This is where things get a little, it's different, alright? So, leave no trace. I have my 3 in there. Now this is more for and like a boss and killing one over a mobbing one. We also have interplanetary stalker for the hunter kill skill. Hunter's eye maxed out on here for that huge crit damage on humans, armor damage versus robots, and damage reduction versus beasts. We have head count. Now, I typically run this on any other build except for my boss killing build, because there's no reason for getting crits unless if you're not one clipping a boss with Fl4k, or if you're not getting like your action skill cooldown back enough, then you can put points in here. Otherwise, for bosses like Grave Ward and certain other bosses, you don't really need this. Moving on, I got the 2-Fang for extra projectile shot. I might drop a point from here and throw one in there just because, you know, it's 2 seconds just for one shot, you know. It's not, that's really good. Moving on, I got big game. Hunter skills become much longer and have an effective duration. Duration of 100% and effects boosted by 30%. This helps over here. We have the most dangerous game. Just throw a point in there. Gun damage, crit damage. When you get a kill on the badass though. So, Grim Harvest. We do get additional 12% gun damage there, and that's all. That's for. This one's needed. Galactic Shadow. Increased crit damage, 15%. Obviously amazing. And the Megavore, which is also good. Any part of their body, they can score a critical hit. So if you're shooting with a shotgun, anything, you can build up those stacks quick with Stackbot, and any part of that body has it. You can be fade away on crit, and then you can also crit a crit for ultra crit, which sounds weird, but yeah. Hunter skill gain stack for fierce attack. Now this gives me 2% for stack, so that's additional 20% gun damage. I have the health regeneration because we don't need Eager Impress or any of these other 3. Maxed out my overclock just for that extra fire rate. That's 20% fire rate after reloading. Moving on, we do have Turn Tail and Run, which gives me damage reduction and health regeneration while moving. Otherwise, when you're staying still, fire rate and gun damage. So it's a really good boss skill. I always get Lick the Wounds because I do get down, you know, why not? The Fast and the Furious, you're gaining 33% because I have one additional point, but I believe it's like 25% without it. And then Hidden Machine, 30% damage. So since you're in Fade Away, you always get this 30% damage. So we're getting 30% plus another 33%, that's 66%. Maybe we're standing still, and it would be 71, 91, I think. Yep, 91% there. And then we got 110, 11% right there. In addition, we'll get the 50%. You can double this. The power inside, very, very good. You can get the 50% there. So it's at 111, 161% gun damage. Moving on, what gives me more gun damage? Nothing really. 161, I said? Maybe. 173. About 173. Oh, my bad. About 185% gun damage increased in this build, just alone on the skills. Moving to my gear, I will be showing really the meta right now. There's nothing different. I got the Maggie, clearly the best, one of the best things to use with Fl4k, especially with the Love Drill. This thing, by far crazy. New gun that just came out with the Hammerlock DLC. Sorry if there's a spoiler, but very, very good. The new one, the Kier, also from Hammerlock DLC. It's a decent shotgun. You know, I have a lot of testing to do with this. And the last but not least, Hammerlock DLC. Do not look at this if it's a spoiler. The Skull Smasher. That's 10,000 damage right there off the bat. Don't have anointment from me yet, but it's very good. Otherwise, I used to like to switch around one of my stagecoaches. This one's a very good anointment with consecutive hits, but it's 3 meg size. But this one has an 8 magazine size. A little less fire rate, but also does more damage, and I can have 3 shots in that. Moving on to my Adrenaline Initiative. This gives me, I did the math on this one. This does give you a 20% increase in gun damage, weapon damage. And since I'm not using an action skill end build, this one would probably be one of the best ones to use. Otherwise, maybe an amp shield. Yeah, an amp shield, really. Or power charge shield. But otherwise, this one, 20% gun damage, 23% reload speed, reduce incoming damage, 13% damage reduction, and then 50% max health. So this combined with this health regeneration, you can health restore all of yours. Now I'm using the on action skill bonus Cairo because if you are killing that boss and you don't kill him, you do get this bonus Cairo, and you know, if you have a crit like Grave Ward, you can keep hitting that crit and keep stacking Stackbot because the Cairo does not reset the Stackbot deal thing. So now I've got the Stackbot, my God roll Stackbot. It's not level 57 because it only gains 2 to 3% in the percentiles for the weapon crit damage, weapon damage, and Jacob's weapon crit damage. So it's not that much of an increase, but otherwise this thing has just been fire for me. And I don't know the maximum Stackbot, how much it goes. I'm pretty sure it's like 25 or 35%. But either way, that Stackbot is what you need for this build for fadeaway also, because it's every single shot's a crit. Plus with this thing gives you a 230% crit damage, and then whenever you get crit with this one, plus combined with leave no trace when you get crits back into your magazine, this pistol can shoot forever. And since it can shoot forever, with Stackbot you can stack up unlimitedly and just get crazy amount of damage. Now I'm not using the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge at the moment because people have told me that is glitched currently. So this one, what's supposed to give you is just an additional 35% damage for all guns, which is very well, but I heard it was giving you more than that, so we're not going to be using that. By using my pistol damage for 31%, that's it. So we will go kill Grave Ward right here. Basically, this is basically a boss killing build. I mean, I can show you my mobbing build in a little bit, but it won't be right now. So, boss killing build. We will do a few runs with each of these guns, and we'll see what's up. So the Maggie, you know, we'll show you my favorite one, the Love Drill. As you can see it for a second, I was definitely hitting over 1 million. And yeah, one clip, all you need with this thing. Pretty beastly. Like, really beastly. Like, this gun is a game changer. And I heard there is a legendary version that does give status effect on it. A chance for double shock damage, which I'm not know how I've weapon crit and sniper damage. Oh, thank you. I am not going to be using the whatever I just said. Oh yeah, the pistol from the end boss is how you get the pistol, the legendary version of this pistol, and it does more crit damage. It has a chance to double damage shock, and I mean maybe on my other build that I'm gonna show soon I'll use that on, but currently for this build that I need all my crits, can't have this Stackbot reset, I'm gonna be using this. Going on to a shotgun. We all love shotguns, right? Switch out my thing over here for shotgun damage, magazine size. And this shotgun. Boom, 2 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. And yep. It's pretty nasty, you know, pretty nice. We all know Fl4k's fadeaway is really good, so. Really simple, easy kill here. Last but not least, we'll be using a kill with the Skull Smasher because this thing is the best. And that will be about the showcase. About it all. It's an all-around build. You can see basically with my class mod that you can get from the first DLC Moxies. It's just like any Jacob's weapon is just destruction in here. This one's probably the most destruction, I'd say. Granted, I don't have no bonus damage from my sniper damage here, so I'm gonna be just using the magazine size and action skill to watch this. Yeah, almost a one clip. I just need one more bullet. Yeah. So, yeah, basically pretty overpowered. And there we go. That's why I have my pet reviving me. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. Ooh, that's a lot of legendaries. We'll take a little check what we get today. Ooh, a lob. Not a good one that I needed. Impaler, Wrath. Which has a splash damage Wrath. That'll be pretty fire actually. And there you guys have it. If you guys liked, please leave a like down below if you enjoyed. And drop a sub if you haven't. And as always, have a good day.